making smarter life decisions. Who would love to do that? I know I would. How about if today I give you 5 tips in making smarter life decisions? Okay, it's Coach Rebecca, and here is number 1 for you. Don't let emotions cloud your judgment. One of the things that I do with my clients is I help them to look at a decision, a situation, and I say, okay, pull the emotion out of it. It's just a business decision. So when you pull the emotion out of it, it helps you get a little bit better clarity on what that issue is. So when it comes down to making decisions, it's important to be able to think with a clear head. Don't you agree? Wouldn't you like that better than that knee-jerk reaction? And then you open your mouth and out comes the words that later you wish you'd never said. But that means not letting your emotions get in the way of your judgment. If you're feeling stressed, angry, upset about something, okay, that's your moment to step back, just breathe before you make a decision, before you say those words, before you take steps that you wish you hadn't done. Number 2, consider all of your options. It's important to weigh all of your options before making a decision. And sometimes the best course of action, it's just not always the most obvious. But when you can take the time, step back, start saying, okay, if this, then that, and kind of work through some different scenarios. And when you're able to consider different outcomes, different options, you're more likely to make a decision that you're going to be happy with in the long run because you've taken that first step to just pause and look at it. Number 3, seek advice from others. Oh my goodness. I think if I had just done that earlier when I had to close down my brick and mortar store, if I'd had more confidence in using my voice, I could have eliminated a lot of distress and emotions from a business decision I needed to make. And again, there we go, taking the emotion out of it. So if you're unsure about what to do, seek advice from someone you trust, someone that has more knowledge than you in a certain area. Sometimes it can be helpful to get a second opinion, right? Just make sure that you don't let anyone else make that decision for you. Get the advice, but it's up to you to make the final decision. And then number 4, trust your gut. When it comes down to it, you know yourself better than anyone else. And our gut and our brain are connected. And I always, in the morning when I'm having my prayer time with the Lord, that's when I really want to hear from him. And I bring decisions that are important to him. Really, he wants to know all of our decisions. He wants to be a part of all of our process. But when I do that, that gut reaction, that gut feeling that you think, oh, that's what I need to do. It's that you've just got to trust your gut instinct when you're making decisions. And if something doesn't feel right, y'all, it probably is not. So now number 5, be prepared to live with the consequences. How many times do you fail to take that next step, to make that next decision because you're worried about what might happen? And oh no, I'm not sure. That keeps you stuck, doesn't it? Whatever decision you make, be prepared to accept the consequences. Sometimes there's not that perfect solution, but give yourself permission that if it doesn't work out exactly as you're hoping, it's going to be okay. And then you'll know how to pivot. But as long as you've thought through your decision and are comfortable that whatever happens, whatever the possible outcome is, you're going to be fine. That's when you know that you are making a smarter life decision. And these are just things, again, that I do with my coaching clients. When you're able to use these strategies, just these 5 simple decisions that you can, actions you can do. By doing that, you're going to be creating your ideal business and life because that there's strategies, there's the possibilities, there is the outcomes that you're wanting, but that you're actually taking the actions toward them. So when you can do that, that's when that you're making your choices. You're more in control, and that's going to help you to create that ideal business in life. All right. If you have not subscribed to this channel, be sure and do so and ring the bell so that you will be notified the next time I come with a video just for your success.